Now, let's bring in the Chairman, Presidential Committee on Fiscal and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele. Thank you so much for joining us on Network News.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, let's begin. Can you walk us through the new tax laws, how it effectively addresses the perennial challenges of multiple taxation, corruption, and the inefficient tax administration that have plagued Nigeria's law system? How excited should low, small and medium businesses be at this point? What are the guarantees that the new tax regime would not throw up new complexities and bureaucratic hurdles for taxpayers? We all know that people are beginning to understand that paying your tax matters in this country.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think I would say congratulations to all Nigerians for these landmark achievements today. We know it's the beginning of a process. Setting the foundation, but that foundation is just as important, if not more important, than what we build on it. The tax regime that we've operated for decades are mostly the ones we inherited from our colonial masters. Many of them are no longer fit for purpose. They do not address current and modern realities that we face as a people, and to that extent they become like impediment to our growth and our prosperity, and it's important for that to be addressed. So what these new tax laws have done is to first identify the laws that are no longer relevant, the ones that are relevant and the ones that we need that we do not have, put them together in a harmonized manner, and they were coded into 4 tax laws. The major one being the Nigerian Tax Act, which is the tax law that's trying to achieve equity and fairness by ensuring that we're not taxing our poorest people, we're not putting too much burden, especially on small businesses, and ensuring that the ease of compliance and ease of doing business is enhanced, while at the same time generating revenue for the government. Small businesses, low-income earners should be very excited. And everybody else should be excited, because I say that because the low-income earners, the small business owners, are the biggest beneficiaries of the reforms, including workers. Many of them, once these laws are implemented, the commencement date for implementation, or effective date, I should say, is January 2026. That's because the scale of the reform requires that we prepare and that we get it right. And your point about, won't this throw up some other challenges? We want to limit those challenges that are likely to come up. There's no guarantee that everything will be 100% smooth, but if we prepare very well and we're diligent enough, issuing guidelines, regulations, public notices, explanatory notes, explainers, even in different languages, it will help us do the right thing in line with the intentions of those reforms. And whatever then comes up that we haven't planned for, or because of changes in circumstances, we can always walk back and retrace our steps and make corrections. One good thing that Mr. President has done in setting up a presidential committee that worked on this reform is to say, well, I don't want you guys to just come and advise me, recommendations, submit report, take photos, and you go to your different places. He says we have to sit with the government to implement. So we're there, we're not going anywhere. Together with the Nigerian people who have been very supportive, including people that criticize us, they added value to the final outcome. So that engagement process will continue. In fact, we'll expand it even further. And together as a people, we'll be able to implement these laws in a way that will benefit all of us.
Okay, I like the fact that you say you can retrace your steps so that you can make corrections, so it is not cast in stone. And an area that analysts are mainly optimistic about is how the new tax laws would engender economic competitiveness. But do you think these guarantees are far and wide enough to stimulate the desired investment for entrepreneurship, or do they run the risk of driving businesses underground?
So we were driving businesses underground until now. So one of the major objectives is to now stimulate, facilitate, and encourage businesses, including even informal sector. We want them to formalize and grow so they can become big enough to be able to pay taxes and to also take care of their families. We want Nigerian businesses to become multinationals, operating in different countries and earning dollars and bringing those things back home. Now, the way the law has been designed is to identify the areas where today the tax system is a problem to businesses in terms of setting up new ones and for existing ones to scale up and grow, including areas where we're taxing companies and businesses on their capital. You know, like we have something we call minimum tax. You've made a loss in your business, and we say you must still pay tax, so you have to go and borrow to pay the government. Some of them have to do with withholding taxes, where the working capital that the business should use to run their daily operations are tied down in the hand of government. All those issues have now been addressed. So certainly once these laws take effect, businesses will see the concrete impact on their businesses almost immediately. It is not perfect, but it is progress. Beyond that, it would also help Nigerian businesses to be competitive both locally and to be able to compete beyond Nigeria, regionally and globally. We want to be able to attract even headquarter companies from around the world. We want young Nigerians to be able to gain opportunity within the digital economy. Imagine 1-2 million young Nigerians sitting down in Nigeria, different places, earning $1,000, $2,000 a month. That's the objective we have. And we believe that this is possible once we set the right framework for these opportunities. So everyone will benefit at the end of the day once these laws are being implemented.
Yeah, everyone will benefit. So what level of education do Nigerians need you're going to put out there for Nigerians to understand the tax bills?
A lot of education is needed. This is one of the reasons why we recommended, and we're grateful that Mr. President and the National Assembly approved that the commencement date be pushed forward till January. So that gives us 6 months. The reason is because the scale of these reforms require that we prepare. And Nigeria is a very big country with diversities and a lot of differences that you have to take into account. So that whole process, we have prepared and develop our plan already for implementation even before the bills were signed today. So we are good to go almost like immediately. But we also call on other stakeholders. Some of them are professional bodies. Some of them are the organized private sector. Some of them even the media as well, like what we are doing now, to help us in this education, radio, in different languages, social media, what channels, whatever it is. Even going to associations, market women, market men, Okada riders, whatever it is, any Nigerian needs to know. But the good news also is that for most of the people that are hard to reach, what we're actually just telling them is, you know what, you no longer need to pay taxes. So that's an easier conversation to have for those people. So overall, we will communicate, we will engage, and we believe that Nigerians will embrace these reforms.